All right. Good afternoon, Cheyenne. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. So we chatted a little bit offline about some of your experience, what you're looking for, what's next, and all that good stuff. So you live currently in Orange City?
Correct.
Okay. And you have your degree from Daytona State?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Um, and so you have about 6 years or so office experience,
Yeah,
customer
I would
service
say about six
experience.
years.
Okay. You had a couple shorter stint positions recently with a couple different companies locally. So I'm going to go ahead and let you tell me a little bit about the work that you've been doing. And then we'll kind of touch base on, because a few of them were, office closures, office reorgs, and things like that. But, all of those positions, you did a great job. So I'm sure your references are good. And obviously we would check on that and talk you through that a little bit. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. So why don't you tell me a little bit about your work experience most recently?
Right. So with Alorica, I was an online agent for member support. I handled two chats at a time for people in a live chat queue. I would kind of troubleshoot their accounts. I would also handle emails that would come in. So I would be doing emails and chats. And as for Sunshare Insurance, I was a front desk receptionist and I was kind of an administrative assistant. I was helping with health insurance leads. I would send them over to the right people. I would handle phone calls and I would handle anyone that would come in, greet them, ask them if they need a water, just kind of chat with them until their agent was ready to meet with them. Oh, you're muted.
So sorry.
You're
I was
good.
talking and you couldn't hear me. And what did you do before that?
So after Sunshare Insurance, or before, sorry, I was with DaVita Labs, kind of the same thing as Alorica. I was handling phone calls, a lot of member support. For DaVita, I was also doing lab alerts for nurses. So I would call nurses at different facilities and say, hey, this was the lab result for this patient. I would verify that it was actually a nurse before giving that information, of course. A lot of HIPAA went into play with that one. And then before DaVita, I was with Eford Surveying Group and I was their data entry specialist. I kind of helped them get back into a good flow with their data entry. It was kind of a short position because they just needed someone to really like organize back there in their filing office. But I made a whole new system for them for filing. I cleaned out every single filing drawer. It was just a whole room of drawers, really, in a computer. I just made a whole new system for them, wrote a big notepad saying, hey, this is what you do. And that was my job there.
Okay. So you left them all nice and organized. All
Yeah.
right. And then looks like you're at Westminster. You were there about 2 years. That's is that a apartment complex? What is that?
Yeah, so it is a senior living
Senior.
complex.
Okay.
And I don't know if you're familiar with the area, but there's College Arms Towers and there is Hugh Ash Manor.
Yes.
And
Yes.
it was Hugh Ash Manor that I was with
Okay.
in downtown DeLand. And I was their front desk receptionist for 2 years.
Okay. And then you were special worker through County of Volusia. Was that like a project assignments?
It was working at the library. They also call it a student worker. They've renamed this job a bunch, but when I first got hired, it was called a special worker. They basically let students that were in school still work part-time at the library to make a little extra cash, and that's what I was doing for 4 years. I originally started at the DeLand Regional Library in downtown, and then I moved to the Lake Helen Regional Library because I was just a bit closer and they needed more help there because they had a lot of events with children and they needed help in the children's room and just needed help with some administrative work. So that's where I was with the county.
Okay, wonderful. Wow, you type really fast. Tell me
Yeah.
about Do you think it's about 70 words a minute?
Yeah, sometimes it goes a bit higher. It really depends on like I get into a good flow, but if I'm just getting started, I'm around 60 to 70, and then when I'm really getting into computer work, I can get faster.
Okay, that's awesome. And when you talk about computer work, all the platforms of Microsoft?
Correct.
Okay, perfect. And how do you learn best?
I learn best visually. I really like also I like doing hands-on work as well to learn, but first it's like a visual thing and then okay, let me try it and then I really understand it.
Are you a note taker?
Yes.
I liked I was looking at your skills, and I'm like analyzing it. So I'm like fast reader. So that correlates with the critical thinking and the analyzing skills. And then of course the quick learner in arts and crafts. I love that. It's creative but analytical in the same box, if you will.
Right.
So, all right, let me go. Oh, and you're okay with part-time? You're
Yes.
open to part-time roles? Okay, great. And if offered a position, are you available to start right away?
Yes.
Perfect. We'll go ahead and stop this part of the interview. Don't go anywhere. Got a few more things.